my fabulous friends. I hope you're doing well. Welcome to part 2 of rapid predictions. So I just did 25 rapid when questions, so timing questions for the House of Windsor. And now I'm going to do 25 rapid predictions for the next generation of Windsors. Of course, that includes the Wales children, Harry's children, if they exist. We've got some other second and third cousins being born, Zara's girls, Phillips, Edwards, once their children have children. I feel sorry for them because they're always squished into the next generation. And they're actually, believe it or not, the same generation as William and Harry and Beatrice and Eugenie. But let's find out what's going on with the next generation of Windsors. And in some respects, you could say the next generation is once William becomes king. So that era and down. All right. When will the next generation begin stepping into their public destinies? So when will we start to see the next generation really stand up and step into their destinies? Obviously, one day we'll see William. Are we going to see Beatrice and Eugenie as working royals? Are we going to see Lady Louise or Edward as working royals? What about some of the other Windsors that are on the line of succession that could easily become working royals? Let's find out. When will the next generation begin stepping into their public destinies? It's time to let go. Next spring. I think this time to let go, it is going to be after, it won't be while Charles is the king. And I'm going to tell you why, is because I think this next generation, like this next spring, is going to be so different and fresh and new, and the traditions are going to be so different. Next spring, something is really coming up. It came up time and time again when I was doing the other readings. So when it's time for somebody to let go and the new generations are coming in, I think we're going to see a completely different monarchy in our lifetime. And Diana alluded to that quite a bit. And she says, don't be afraid. It'll still be there. It'll just be much different. All right. When will a young royal show a hidden talent that reshapes public perception? When will a young royal show a hidden talent that reshapes public perception? I think this might be Lady Louise. Next couple of days. Oh, might be female with the pink hair. Next couple of days. When will one of the royal children make a life-changing decision? When will one of the royal children make a life-changing decision? That could be what school they go to, whether they become working royals or not, or whether they declare they won't be a working royal. When will one of the royal children make a life-changing decision? 9 months from now. Okay, are we going to see Lady Louise? That would be, to me, that would be one of the royal children. That would be closest enough, old enough. Or James, perhaps he's going to go into, choose what school he's going, what kind of education he's getting, what kind of career he wants. So I think it might be from one of them. When will the bond between the cousins deepen or drift? The bond between the cousins. Deepen or drift. And that's all the cousins. I'm talking about William, Harry, Zara, Philip, Eugene, Beatrice, Lady Louise, and I don't know why I call her Lady Louise, and James. Where are we going to see in that? When will the cousins? Next month looks promising. Maybe we will see something. When will a young Windsor take a surprising stand on a public issue? I'm thinking this might be George because he's already doing official duties, and maybe he does some kind of charity work. Maybe he says something about helping his dad with Earthshot. Let's find out. When will a young Windsor take a surprising stand on a public issue? It's time to let go. We won't hear anything till Charles is gone next spring. Oh, March is huge. March is huge. When will a future royal couple first cross paths? I thought this was interesting. So, a future royal couple, when will they first cross paths? So, obviously, if you're already coupled up, this doesn't apply to you, but we have James. You know, who knows? Maybe George is going to school with the lady he eventually marries, who's the next queen, right? Maybe they already have. Again, we've got all those other younger Windsors. Duke of Kent, Duke of Gloucester, that whole crowd on that side, all of Queen Elizabeth's cousins and their children. So when will a young Windsor take a surprising stand on a public issue? Indecision is causing delays. It's much further in the future. It's much farther in the future. All right. It's much farther in the future. I think we are being stalked by this card because I think everybody's put their life on hold. I think that's why Peter hasn't really announced his wedding date. I think that's why they haven't announced a lot of things. I'm going to say indecision is causing delays. I think everybody's kind of frozen with what is going on. But this timing is much farther in the future. So perhaps it is going to be a William and Catherine situation where they cross paths at school. But if it's George or Charlotte, then it's decades from now, right? When will a new star of the younger generation rise in popularity? When will a new star of the younger generation rise in popularity? I've seen some stuff. I believe it's the Duke of Kent's grandson, because it was at his grandmother's funeral. All of a sudden, who's this young man who just turned 18? Right? All of a sudden, oh, this Windsor is taking this princess from Spain out on a date. Like, I think we're going to start to see that. It's the wrong time. Yes, it's wrong timing. It's wrong timing. Because here they're going to start to rise and they're going to be eclipsed by what's happening in the royal family 12 months from now. So yeah, so it's definitely the wrong time. I think there's other things going on in the family. They're going to be eclipsed. Maybe somebody will point them out at a funeral or a coronation or something. But 12 months from now, I think we're going to see some of those young Windsor men, or young boy, they're young men. They're all just in their teens. I think we're going to start to see more and more of them for various reasons. When will a young royal begin formal duties? So when are we going to see one of the younger royals become working royal? When? And now let's find out. It's worth the time. Amazing chemistry, terrible timing. Again, I think by the end of the year. By the end of the year. Now, is this the calendar year or is this, yeah, maybe by the end of the year. Maybe we'll hear, I think that something is really going on. This terrible timing is people want to announce things and they're being held back. When will a long-anticipated milestone bring the family together? A long-anticipated milestone. So that's a graduation, a wedding, a birth, going into Eton, perhaps, or like wherever George announces where he's going to school. It's in the future. I know that. Next full moon. Well, that's this week. So are they going to announce where George is going to school next week? Long anticipated milestone. Bring the family together. Next full moon. Then this one I have, when will a young royal's education plans shift destiny's course? Now that could be James, could be George. Like I said, it could be some of those other Windsors. Because they are royals, they're part of the royal family. They're just not the senior main, they're all in the line of succession. And it could shift destiny's course by who they meet there, by what they become, by their announcement that they're going to become this so they won't become royal. Lots of things could happen. March. Oh, here we go with March again. When will one of the children surprise the nation with an unexpected interest or career inclination? Are we going to see Charlotte become a doctor or Louis become a dentist? See James go into become MI6 or become an engineer or something. 3 months from now. So yeah, we're going to hear an announcement 3 months from now. What school they're going to, what career destination, what destiny they have. When will the first major controversy involving the younger generation emerge? When will the first major, you know, and this could be, who's your daddy? Where's your birth certificate? All right? By the end of the day. By the end of the day. Huh. That's interesting. I wonder what we're going to hear today. When will the first major controversy involving the younger generation emerge? By the end of the day. When will a future heir truly understand the weight of their role? When will a future heir, so George, truly understand the weight of their role? When will it finally hit George? And Charlotte in some respects as the spare, right? May. Are we going to see another coronation in May? And that's when it becomes George's second. That's interesting. When will a next-gen royal step into a leader position within the family? When will the next-gen step into a leader position within the family? So I was thinking of Beatrice and Eugenie, when, right? Who's going to represent the Yorks? Next winter. So to me, that's this winter, right? We are technically still in autumn. So this is next winter. So we might see something this next winter season. That makes sense with Andrew losing everything. When will a young Windsor break from tradition? Ooh, you know, Zara's got children, Peter's got children. When will a young Windsor break from tradition? Timing is pushed back due to blockages. Again, I think everything is on hold here. I really think that everything is on hold. It's the right time to take action, but timing is pushed back due to blockages. So somebody wants to announce, they're breaking from tradition, and it's the right time to do it, but it's they're being blocked from doing it. I don't know why. When will a new generation begin influencing royal protocol? When will a new generation begin influencing royal protocol? next couple of days. I really wonder how much power William has right now. I really do. I think we're watching a co-regency, just it has not been announced. When will the public form a clear favorite among the youngest of royals? Right? I mean, Harry was the favorite for how long? For many, many years. So when will the public form a clear favorite? Is it gonna be little Louis? Be boss man Louis? Is everyone gonna fall in love with Charlotte's beauty? Everyone's gonna see George, see his great grandparents in him. We've got Zara's children, Philip's children. You know, even Beatrice and Eugenie, they've got some really cute kids coming up. So when will the public form a clear favorite among the youngest of royals? 3 months from now. I wonder if something is going to happen, and then perhaps like at a public funeral or something, one of the kids does something amazing. I'm thinking, you know what picture is flashing in my mind? At JFK's funeral, when the casket was passing by him, and little John JFK Jr. saluted his dad's casket. I think we're going to see something like that. And this person's just going to be endeared. And that could be any of that generation. Okay, when will a young royal forge their first independent project or cause? When will a young royal forge their first independent project or cause? It's time to move forward. It's in the future. I think it's, next summer. There we go. Next summer. All right. When will a sibling or cousin rivalry flare or fade? In other words, when are the Sussex children going to meet their cousins? All of them. When will a sibling or cousin rivalry flare or fade? And I said I'd do 25, but I've really got to go. I've got an appointment today. When will a sibling or cousin rivalry flare or fade? So it could be flaring today too, or fade. And this is like between Beatrice and Eugenie, and we got some big action going on with Andrew. So we're going to see, I actually saw something that William is ensuring that the girls will not be punished for their father. So is that what is the news is today? When will a major life transition, schooling, moving roles change the landscape of the family? When will a major life transition, schooling, moving roles change the landscape of the family? Terrible timing. So it's going to be during something that is very upsetting. Indecision is causing delays. People are putting their life on hold, guys. They're putting their life on hold. It's in the past. Somebody has already wanted to do it. Maybe perhaps they already have done it. They just haven't announced it, or we don't know that it's happening. I'm wondering if this is George's education, because we heard something that it's going to be the 11th hour, so people won't know, so they don't send their child to that school just in case, or so they've made the decision. Indecision is causing delays and terrible timing. Amazing chemistry, terrible timing. I think this is George's school because it's in the past. It's already been decided. It's already been decided. They just haven't announced it. I think a lot of royals have their life on hold. When will the next generation become the defining force of the monarchy's future? When will the next generation become the defining force of the monarchy's future. When will everybody say, wow, this is so fresh and new, and this is, you know, we look on the balcony and we see this generation. When is this going to happen? December. Maybe we're going to see something at Christmas time, or we're going to see something at Catherine's. Oh, we got a lot of things about next full moon, and that's near Catherine's concert. And look, this is the full moon too. I'm wondering if we're going to see something then. Well, thank you very much for playing this game with me. I really like these kind of rapid fire things. They're fun to do every now and then. Please take good care of yourself. See you online. Bye for now.